Welcome, this is Dr. Alwan, a specialist in sheep and goat diseases. If you have a sheep or goat farm and you notice that newborn lambs or kids are weak, unable to stand, have difficulty suckling, or experience bloating without any clear reason, then this video is very important for you. Today, we will talk about a widespread problem in many countries around the world that causes significant losses for breeders, which is selenium deficiency and vitamin E deficiency. In this video, we will explain what this disease is, its symptoms, the causes, treatment, prevention methods, and how to protect newborns from developing this disease. What is vitamin E deficiency disease? Selenium? Selenium is a mineral that the body needs in very small amounts, but it is extremely important. And it is absolutely essential for life. And its main function is to protect the muscles and strengthen immunity, support growth and improve fertility, as well as help the heart and muscles function normally. Vitamin E and selenium work together as a team. If there is a deficiency in either one of them or both together, very serious problems can occur in the animal's body, especially, of course, in young lambs and kids. And the most common symptom or the biggest problem that occurs is muscle degeneration, which is why it is called white muscle disease. So let's ask ourselves a question. Why are kids or lambs more susceptible to vitamin E deficiency disease, selenium? And that's for a simple reason, because sometimes the mother, during the period, the pregnancy, she has a deficiency in selenium or vitamin E, and as a result, the kid or lamb is born with a deficiency. So the problem occurs in the first days or the first weeks after birth. The main reason for selenium deficiency in food is that sometimes the herbs or plants that sheep feed on grow in soil that is poor in selenium. As a result, the animal eats feed or grazes on pasture that is lacking in which element? Selenium. The second reason is unbalanced nutrition. If I rely on poor quality feed, or if I do not add the necessary mineral salts and elements required for the animal's growth. Sometimes storing the feed for a long period also affects vitamin E, and as a result, its level in the feed decreases, leading to the problem of vitamin E deficiency in the feed, which in turn causes a deficiency of vitamin E in the mother's body. So what are the symptoms that appear in lambs or kids after birth? There is general weakness. The lamb or kid is unable to stand properly, delayed suckling, or difficulty walking. There might be a slight tremor, quick fatigue, loss of appetite, slow growth, or emaciation. The muscular symptoms that may appear on the animal walks stiffly, there is rigidity in its movement, difficulty running, and it falls to the ground easily. Sometimes serious symptoms occur, such as difficulty breathing, rapid breathing, and sometimes sudden death occurs. And the question here is, why does the animal die? How can an animal die due to a vitamin deficiency or a lack of an element like selenium? This deficiency causes damage to the body's muscles. The muscles of the legs, the animal cannot stand. The muscles of the tongue and swallowing, the animal cannot swallow or nurse. The respiratory muscles, the animal cannot breathe properly or normally. The heart muscle, sudden bloating. That's why some breeders say the lamb was fine and then suddenly died. As for the treatment, of course, early treatment gives me excellent and rapid results. We mainly rely on injecting vitamin E and selenium. It is very important to keep the newborns warm. It is very important to help the newborns with nursing. Treat any secondary infections, especially if there is diarrhea. And there is a very, very, very important piece of information. Everyone, selenium is a toxic element, so it must be used with caution. Random doses or overdosing, very high doses, are dangerous and may cause death. And there are some very important things, everyone, after birth. As soon as the newborn is delivered, you must take it to a warm place. You must make sure it nurses colostrum or the first milk immediately within the first 4 hours. And during the first 24 hours, the newborn or the young kid must have full, satisfying feedings. You need to make sure that he is nursing properly. Keeping him warm is important. Feeding is very important. And you must make sure that he is breathing well after birth, especially at the time of delivery. We need to remove the secretions around the nose and mouth and stimulate the breathing muscles by massaging the chest area. Now we come to the point of prevention. And here we say prevention is better than cure. We must pay great attention to the mother's nutrition, especially during the last 2 months of pregnancy. It is preferable to give her a preventive dose of vitamin E and selenium. Providing mineral salts on a regular basis. Is this problem specific to a certain country or a particular village? Of course, selenium deficiency exists in any country around the world, whether it's in the United States, New Zealand, Australia, European countries, especially areas known for low selenium levels in the soil. Let us know in the comments which country you're watching from. And if you have any questions, write your question in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.